Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday, y'all. Yes, I have a Christmas themed mug. I'm currently sitting next to a beautiful, 9 foot live Christmas tree that was obtained the day after Thanksgiving, I think. We have gotten the house mostly decorated for Christmas, which is great. It's awesome. If I can't be at home doing the decoration, then I want to be wherever I am. I want to have festivities going around. And so we are officially in the holiday season, hence the title of my show today, The Merry Morning Show. I don't know. I'm a sucker for alliteration. I'm a sucker for cute titles. And I did tell you guys earlier on that my hope, my goal, my idea was to be able to, in lieu of regularly scheduled content, because I'm not like doing sit down filming stuff while I'm traveling. To be able to go live a little bit more often. So the idea of the Merry Morning Show popped into my head because I could just sit down and chat with you guys in the morning. I thought it would be a great time to do something like share the Write the Word journal for the Advent. For Advent. This is from Cultivate What Matters. And as you know, they have Write the Word journals where you, and they have different focuses and things like that. Good morning, Lissa. Happy Monday. And so they have like Cultivate Confidence, Cultivate Prayer, Cultivate Hope, all that jazz. And then they released this year, it's really thin, but it is the Advent exclusive. So this one is just focused on Advent. And as many of you may know, yesterday was the first Sunday in Advent. So for the next 4 weeks, this is kind of my quiet time, my Bible time and everything. And I thought during the week, I would just share with you guys what was in here, like what was the verse of the day, things like that. I also have it's a Cultivate What Matters kind of day, isn't it? I have these, and I thought it might be fun to draw one of these every day. These are 100 intentional action ideas, and they are themed. I have one for faith, excuse me, and I have one for wellness. And other than that, I thought it would just be fun to kind of sit, chat with you guys for a little bit every morning during the week. The weekends, probably not, but it just gives me a chance to sit and chat and get my mind going into like the work and creation mode, and engaging with the community. So that is the goal of the morning show. Also, coffee. Coffee is the goal. I have not started my workout yet today. I'm trying to decide. So it's a weird time, 9:20, right? 9:20 is a weird time to go live. But thank you. These are these were found in the among all of the bins. There were many, many, many Christmas decor bins that came out of the attic while my sister-in-law was home. My sister-in-law left yesterday, but because she was home and my husband's obviously here, the kids were able to get a lot of the Christmas decorating done, including going up in the attic, getting all the bins, doing all the things, and they pulled out a box of Christmas mugs and Christmas glasses, which is funny because nobody in this house drinks coffee unless Kristen, Eric, and I are home. And yet they had these cute little like sweater themed mugs. So I was like, you know what? Bust those out and I will use these as my Christmas themed mugs for the remainder of the holiday season. So this is what I will have my coffee in probably every morning, unless they're all dirty. So shoot, I lost my train of thought. Oh, 9:20 was a very odd time to start this, but I can't just like I'm trying to figure out. I woke up, I was real tired. And it's been a long week, y'all. It has been a long week. I took the week off from like formally posting anything because it was Thanksgiving week. We had a 90th surprise birthday party here last weekend. So that was busy and crazy. And then getting ready for Thanksgiving and then just doing all of the things. On Thanksgiving, Kristen, my husband, and I all did our biannual turkey trot, which we do every year that we're down here. So when we're in Chicago, we obviously don't do it, but when we're here, we do. And we all did really, really great. I managed to keep my 5K at under an hour or just over. The timer said just over an hour. It was like 1 hour and 20 seconds, which was fine. I haven't done a 5K in a long time. And in my braces, I I hurt my foot something fierce. The Thanksgiving was real interesting. I have on the arch of my foot what I call my nubbin. I'm not really sure what it is. My foot doctor says it's nothing to be worried about, but if I'm in my braces too much, it gets irritated and starts to get inflamed. I managed to get a blister on that 1 mile into my 3.1 mile walk, and then managed to pop the blister. I just realized that my dog is sitting on the staircase in the sunshine. I can see her through the stairs because she finally found a place for the sun to hit her. Oh my gosh, this dog though. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Gracie Lou. Oh my gosh, she's so funny. So my foot hurt and I wasn't able to wear shoes for like 2 days. Um, and then I jacked up my hip flexor because of how fast I was walking in my braces. It's a lot of my hip flexors, which are some of the weakest parts of my leg. Um, so it was a hot mess, but we did a lot. And it was really nice to just have kind of the week to feel no pressure to post anything or do anything. And now we're back. We're back in business. And so for the next 3 weeks, we have the morning show. I probably can't do it the week of Christmas because we'll be at my grandfather's house. And that's going to be just the internet's not as good and it's a little bit more chaotic and we'll be focused on other things. But here now, before we leave for Illinois, that's my goal. So my goal will be to go live sometime between like 9 and 10:30. I'm thinking 10 o'clock. I'm thinking 10 o'clock's the right time, but I was unable to get myself going enough to do my workout today. In a perfect world, I'm up, I do my workout and all my stuff. I did my devotional, obviously, and I did my morning pages, which was literally half an hour of journaling. So that was good, but I haven't done my workout yet. And my workout is not short because I don't know, my Beachbody on Demand friends, if you noticed, but 6:45 hit Beachbody on Demand last week. Um, what day was it? Monday? Tuesday? It was the one day I worked out last week. Maybe it was last Friday. I can't actually remember. I did a workout and I turned it on and I was going to do lift 4 and I did do lift 4. But all of a sudden 6:45 was there and I was so excited. But given where I was in my cycle, I was like, it's not the right time for me to start this whole new program. But it's good to know that it's there. So today, Aunt Flo has come and gone. I'm in my follicular phase. I'm ready to lift. And so today I'm starting 6:45 and I'm very excited about it. But I'm also like, I haven't worked out legitimately more than once since we've been in Florida, not including the turkey trot. I did the turkey trot too. But so my body's like, oh, we really want to go and hang out with this big fierce trainer and do something crazy. All that to say, my goal is to be up and worked out and everything before the morning show. But who knows if that's going to happen? So that'd be great for getting me done with the gym on time. Yeah, there you go. It can help you guys. So the goal will be like at the latest, I'll go live at 10 o'clock Eastern time. At the earliest, I will go live 9 o'clock. It just kind of depends where I'm at. I will keep you guys informed as I know. So that being said, one of the first things that we can do is let's go into this today. So all the Write the Word journals are, and these are all laid out the same. And except for this one, an Advent here, I think like the Sunday actually has something a little different. So it has today is, and then it actually has a little like journaling prompt for you instead of a verse to look for. So I thought that was interesting. So yesterday, Sunday, I actually filled in the what are your hopes and expectations for this Advent season. And the word that like I came up with, which was wildly appropriate, this could be all of like the Lutheran upbringing of me, but the word that I came up with was prepare. Because that's literally what we are supposed to be doing during the Advent season. But I kind of took this as a dual meaning because first you're supposed to prepare your hearts and your minds and everything for the coming of the baby Jesus, right? But also December is when you are preparing your heart and your mind and your body and all your things for the new year. So twofold on the word prepare for the Advent season. So that's my word for Advent. And in that, I want to be making sure that I'm taking time to prepare and do goals and get myself ready and all that jazz. Good morning, Rosemary. And so because of that, like I've already started my power sheets actually, which is again another Cultivate What Matters product. Holy moly. Hi, Rosie. Good to see you. It is a it is a Cultivate What Matters day. But I started my power sheets over the weekend. And because I did it because even though it's not December yet, I did it to cycle sync my goal planning, which I know sounds crazy, but it's actually not crazy. So the time that you're supposed to be most reflective and like analyze things and reflect on things and figure out where problem areas are and what you could do better and all those things is during your period, which for me was a couple of days ago. I actually got my period on Thanksgiving. Shout out to the turkey trot. Yeah, that went real well. So because of that, I was like, this is the perfect time for me to start the power sheets because the whole first part of power sheets prep is going back and like reflecting on yourself and your personality and the year and all of that. So I started doing that this weekend and I did not complete the power sheets prep, but I started it. And then this week, because I'm in brainstorming week, is actually the perfect week to do the rest of my planning. So my goal is to have my power sheets all set and done by next week. So I'm taking this phase in my cycle to actually really like buckle down and do the things and get the goal planning done. I have been brainstorming enough throughout the last month or so where I'm pretty sure I know what most of my goals are going to be, but it's nice to do the work and see if anything else pops into my head and whatnot. So prepare. That's what I'm doing. So then today's little verse. So the way that the Write the Word journals are laid out, and this is the same for all of the Write the Word journals. On one page, you have the today is, so you can date it. And I am grateful for a little place to write down some gratitude and a Bible verse. And depending on the theme of the book, determines what kind of Bible verses they focus you towards, right? So this is obviously for Advent. And then so you do the Bible verse on one side. And what I do is I take this page to actually write out the Bible verse, just so it's there, it's concrete, it's in my thing instead of having to look it up if I want to go back and reflect. And for me, writing helps me with memory and like instilling it in me. So that's what I use this page for. And then this page is on my heart today. And I use that as kind of like a little prayer journal page. So today's verse was Isaiah 40:28 through 31. It was long. It took up the whole page, y'all. And it says, do you not know? Have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. He will not grow tired or weary, and his understanding no one can fathom. He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. Even youths grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fall. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They soar on the wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. That is the Bible verse for the Bible verses for the day, as according to this, which I thought was great. Good Old Testament stuff. And I can't remember the song, but there is a song out there. The recording of this worship song at the end has a child reading that verse or something very similar to it. And I can't for the life of me remember what song it is, but I can hear the kid talking in my head. So there's the Bible verse for the day, ladies and gentlemen. Tell me, y'all, how was your Thanksgiving? And have you started preparing for Christmas yet? We have, like I said, I've got a beautiful tree next to me. Got to get the present that I brought under the tree. And yeah, all right, let's do some intentional action ideas. I think I know what song you're referring to, but I don't know what song it is. Exactly. Like it's a song that I've heard a billion times and I don't remember which song it is. But it's the song, and at the end, there's a little kid talking, and he, I don't know the gender of the child, but it's a very cute, sweet voice. We will run and not grow weary. Oh no, the little one has figured out that I'm sitting on the floor. Oh, and she's freaking out over a ball. Will you chill out? I wish this was easy to turn. She found this ball that is new to her. I think Kristen gave it to her. And she's feeling feisty. I don't know why she's feeling feisty, but she's feeling feisty today. Um, our Thanksgiving was good. It was full of food. Y'all, I'm feeling a little bit fluffy and the scale's a little bit up. Have I been tracking last week? No, not really. I kind of half tracked most days. There were some days that I just didn't track. I decided to eat mindfully, and that's okay. The scale's up. Not. I'm guessing not because of the quantity of food, like the actual literal calories, but the type of foods that I've been eating. Because all we've been eating are leftovers, and there's a lot of sugar in the leftovers, and there's a lot of fat in the leftovers, and holy moly. So this week, the goal is to kind of rein it back in, be focused on my healthy checks. The healthy checks are the things in the Healthy app, HEALTHI, the formerly known as I Track Bites. They have this healthy check section that actually gives you like guidelines for: have you eaten your 5 servings of vegetables? Have you consumed your 8 glasses of water? Lean protein, all that, and you can go through. And at the very least, even if you're not tracking, you can go through and be like, yes, I've eaten 4 servings, 5 servings of vegetables today. I've had some dairy. I've had some this. I've had some that. It's a great way to have like just general guidelines for, even if you're not tracking, are you consuming the right kind of nutrients? And so I want one of my focuses for this week, outside of tracking. I want to track as much as I can, but I want to just like engage in the healthy checks and make sure that I'm like drinking enough water and getting my vegetables and all that jazz, to kind of defluff a little bit. Because now that Aunt Flo is gone, now that all that, like I should be defluffing, which will feel which will feel a lot better. But that's part of the joy of the holiday season, right? It's all good. So we've been eating a lot of the good food, a lot of the leftovers. You know what we did? Do you know what we did on Saturday? We did the most not pandemic thing we have done since the pandemic, and we went to a hockey game. We went to the Florida Panthers game. Shocker. Of course, that's like the first big thing that we do, right? Is go to the Florida Panthers game. Um, and it was weird. It was very weird because um, nobody was masked, which I mean was fine. In the grand scheme of things, if you look at numbers in the United States, Minnesota or Florida is a much safer place to be than Minnesota right now, right? Coronavirus is flourishing in Minnesota. So I'm actually kind of grateful to not be there right now. And Florida, everyone has either caught it or there's this, select few that have actually decided to get the vaccine. So Florida is a lot safer to be in right now. So with that information, we're like, well, if ever there was a time to go to a hockey game, this is it. And so we went when they played the Seattle Kraken, which is the new team that came about this year. And we watched the Panthers' old goalie cream us on the other team. So we lost, which was a bummer, but it was fun to go. It was a whole family affair. It was a lot of fun. Maybe. Maybe. Look it up and fast forward to the end. That sounds like it could be. I just can't remember, Alyssa. Hi, Lindsay. Good to see you. Happy Advent. I'm feeling good post Thanksgiving. Maintained a great diet while with family. Felt totally satisfied. Yeah, didn't eat what makes me feel like junk. Yeah, I did. I did pretty good. Even when I wasn't tracking, I was making sure to be very, very mindful of how I was feeling. And there was still a couple of days of like everything just kind of sat heavy. Like Thanksgiving, we ate heavy, but, like, I only had 1 plate full of food. I did not go back for seconds for anything except an extra scoop of sweet potato casserole, which if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know that, like, that's my thing during the holiday season is when we're down here. Kristen makes sweet potato casserole, and it's thebomb.com, and that's the one thing that I had a scoop of seconds on. And so like I didn't things sat heavier than they really should have for the amount of food that I ate because I didn't eat that much. Like nothing about it was overindulgent or anything. But it is. It does have it there, but there's a chance that there's 2 songs with it. That sounds like it could be it, Lissa. I don't know, but I just know that the kid voice is talking about not growing weary because I can hear in my head the way they emphasize weary, which is how I knew it was the same verse. Um, But I felt really good about it. I am very much looking forward to. My sister-in-law got me thinking about like the future of the Diva and the Divine Kitchen. My husband made a comment yesterday about how he wants to like, rein it in and whatnot. And I looked at him and I said, "Well, my cut starts January 24th." And he goes, "Maybe I'll do it with you," which would be great for me. Hi, baby. You got to bring me the ball if you want me to throw it. You can't just show up with no toy. Come here, goofy dog. Um, but my sister-in-law has access to and my sister-in-law is a very, very, very active young lady. For those of you that have seen her, she's in great shape. But she lives out in the mountains of Utah doing like nature panthers stuff, like literally panthers, not Florida panthers, like actual panthers, goes and tracks cats, tranks them, tags them, getting her PhD and all that. She runs like for fun. She does long runs. She just did like an ultra marathon thing where she ran like 30 something miles. So she's all about that active life. And she does not count calories or do anything like that, but she fuels her body well. And she was telling me about these cookbooks, and I can't remember the name of them. Once I obtain them, I will tell you all about them because I'm pretty sure she's gonna get me at least one of them for Christmas. Because she literally looked at me yesterday at grandmother's house and it's like, "Should I get you this for Christmas?" And I said, "Yeah, give me that for Christmas." But it's this theme. There's like 2 or 3 cookbooks by the same person who is a runner, who's an athlete. But the philosophy of this cookbook is very, very similar to the clean eating philosophy that I'm trying to adapt into my kitchen. So she said there's a lot of stuff made with alternative flours like almond flour and things like that. Lots of stuff bulked up with vegetables, like these superhero muffins or whatever. But like all the ingredients that she's telling me about in these recipes, they sound so hearty and so delicious, and generally speaking, very, very clean. So I'm hoping to, my goal, as she's telling me about this, I'm like, man, I have this desire to integrate this philosophy into my kitchen. Um, which is great. So, because one of the things I wanna work on, like, I really want to I was reflecting on this morning as one that tends to get really overwhelmed with all of the things that I have to do. Even though they are self-inflicted, I am the one that gets overwhelmed and all of a sudden shuts down and wants to do none of it, right? Which is why I need somebody to answer to, which is why I'm an obliger. But the problem is, a lot of my stuff, because it is self-inflicted, I don't have anyone to answer to for it. So, as just I was reflecting on, like, I got up and I was like, "Okay, it's Monday. We got stuff to do. We got a workout to do. We got all this office work to do and all that jazz." I'm like, I could automatically feel the overwhelm and the desire to shut down just set in. It is a character flaw that I have that I do not know how to get rid of. Um, but I was journaling about it, and one of the things that causes me the most, it's not even anxiety, overwhelm, is thinking about how, oh my gosh, one of the things that's going to be happening soon, like in what, 6 weeks, 4 weeks, um, 6 weeks? No, a little bit more than that, 2 months. It feels like it should be mid-December, y'all. It really does. Um, but is my cut, and I'm sitting here and I'm already overwhelmed. Yes, yes, that was it. You are spot on, Jessica. That is it. And then her new one is like something about like breakfast and eat slow. But yes, that's absolutely the book. Um, and I am pumped about it. I am really pumped. And much to my husband's chagrin, any of the if she gets me the one book for Christmas, I'm gonna buy the other one because it just everything about it sounds perfect. But what I was saying is like just automatically so overwhelmed by like, oh my gosh, and I have to do this cut. But then I talked myself down through my journaling today because I realized this important thing. This cut, if I do nothing else but focus solely on this cut, it will not only allow me to accomplish one of my 8 ultimate goals for the year, right? This cut is 1/8 of all of the big deal stuff I want to do this year. 1/8. So if I took my focus and was like, really, this is the singular, and I actually ended up writing out the words, this is the one thing, then going back to our book club book, oh, hey, honey, that's not your toy. This bear is not yours. No, this is not yours. You have to go find your toy to play with. Thank you for bringing that to me, though. Um, I was like, oh, so the reality is like, this is because this is the one thing. the one thing that I can actually focus on that will help many other areas, um, it's okay that most of your focus is on this one thing, which is the cut. What is involved in the cut? The food preparation. Because, like, thinking about all of the, oh, I want to have all the fresh produce in my house. I want to try all of these new, hearty, healthy, clean recipes. I want to do all this, but like that's real time consuming. That's real time consuming. But in my reflection, this one cut. So if we focus on the cut, right? What are some of the other things I want to do this year? I want to be creating more content. I want to be posting more on social media. I want to be educating. I want to be doing all that. What's all my content going to be once the cut starts, y'all? It's going to be about the cut. So I literally, as long as I focus on this one thing, I can create about this one thing, which really doesn't, in the grand scheme of things, doesn't make too much more work for me. Because if it's all geared around this one thing, then everything else flows real easily. So ultimately, I can end up accomplishing and working actively towards 3 or 4 of my 8 goals because of this one. And in fleshing that out, I was like, "Oh, this actually isn't as overwhelming as it should be," because it'll allow me over the time of the cut to instill the habits of learning how the timing of food prep is best for me, trying out the new recipes and getting that integrated into my life and figuring out what works and what doesn't, what we like and what we don't. And it will really help if my husband is completely on board with this too, because then I just make double the amount and it's fine. Um, and it just kind of took the overwhelm away, which felt really good. And I know this is like 2 months down the road, but it's such a primary focus for what I'm doing that it's something I'm thinking about actively now. Um, yeah. I'm very excited to share. I don't want to like spoil all the goals, but like I'm pretty sure I have my 8 goals chosen. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have them chosen. I just haven't fleshed them out yet. Speaking of, for those of you that are members of the Patreon, tonight is goal setting night, which means we have a Zoom call that I have to schedule and post the link for. But tonight is our Zoom call where my patrons and I, we all get together and we actually brainstorm and discuss the goals for the upcoming month. So tonight is December goal setting night for us where we get together and everyone kind of gets to, it's not like a formal here's how you set goals, but it's literally just a chance for everybody to kind of hash out a couple of their action items in real time and get suggestions and advice from friends and things like that. And it's kind of a place where most of us leave at best with our goals for the month completely hashed out and at least inspired to go and set those goals because December starts Wednesday, y'all, which also reminds me Wednesday, because it's the first Wednesday in December, is YouTube live stream night. So mark your calendars. It will be at 7 p.m. Central Time. That's what time I normally do it, right? On Wednesday, you and I are going to get to hang out for a little while, which will be great. I have to flesh out the whole December schedule because we have Patreon chats and nutrition chats and goal setting calls and all sorts of different things. And Christmas is going to interfere with all of that because my goal is going to be to not, again, take another week off the week of Christmas. So there's that. Um, I convinced myself not to sign up for your coaching deal, and now I'm kind of regretting it. Rosie, if you're interested in it, message me. We can talk. Because for my OGs, those that have been with me at the beginning, I'm willing to make arrangements. So send me a message. What time is it? It's at 7 p.m. Central. Wait, the call tonight? Same time. It'll be 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Right? That's what I put in my calendar, right? I have so many tabs open, y'all. I'm working on a free grocery guide. Yes, 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern time. So it's late for me, but that's okay. So there's a lot happening this month. There's a lot happening. So the goal is for the next 3 weeks, we have a monthly morning chat. A merry, what did I call it? The Merry Morning Show? The Merry Morning Show. And it'll Monday through Friday, maybe on the weekends, but don't count on it. And Jordan, hello. Jordan, I saw on your Instagram stories that you are starting Morning Meltdown 100 today. I have never successfully gotten through Morning Meltdown 100, but I do really enjoy it. I have not completed it, but I like it. Today, after we are done here, I'm going to put on workout pants instead of pajama pants, and I am going to start 6:45, and I'm jazzed. Um, so yeah. Got to get those workouts in. But we're going to do the Merry Morning Show Monday through Friday. I'm in for 2 hours of goal setting tonight. 2 hours. Oh, right, because is Lakin's tonight too? So y'all who are Lakin's patrons get to go over to Lakin's thing, get like the how to set goals presentation that she does. Then you can come hang out with me over on my Patreon chat and actually discuss the goals that you're going to set. It's actually a really, like, we did not plan this, Lakin and I. It's just, it plays off of each other really, really well. And I quit Weight Watchers for macros, and husband is joining me. Excellent, Jordan. I can't say I'm upset that you made that choice. Lakin's right before mine. Yeah. It's funny because she and I run on a very similar schedule, and we do not do that on purpose. But it's nice. It's I think that she and I play off of each other really nicely. And did you see her announcement? I haven't watched her video, but she quit her full-time job today because her channel is doing so well. I'm so excited for her. It's such a fun thing when you see your friends accomplishing big goals. What you doing, Gracie? He said he wouldn't do Weight Watchers, but he would do my fitness pal with me. Nice. We don't need to bark. This dog. So we left her. Because we all went to the hockey game the other night. We literally left her with the Christmas music. This house is wired with like a central music station. So in every room there's a speaker that you can turn on and off, and there's one centralized station. So there's a Christmas station down here that you can turn on, and it is mostly commercial free. We had it on all day when we were decorating, but you can go in the different rooms and you can determine the volume and whatever. It's like we had music playing out in the garage, we had it playing in our bedroom, we had it playing in the main living area. We left the Christmas music blaring in the house while we were gone because this dog will literally, it's usually really quiet, so any sound causes this dog to lose her crap. And it's obnoxious. It's absolutely obnoxious. The latest sound that we have learned causes her much anxiety and much barking for no reason is right next to the front door. The wall right next to the front door is the bathroom in my sister-in-law's room, which is my husband's office now. So when he's in that bathroom, and that is the wall that the toilet paper holder is on. And so whenever he goes to grab a piece of toilet paper, it clinks against the wall, and the dog loses her mind because she thinks it's something outside. And we're like, at first I'm like, what is causing that problem? Is somebody here? No, it's the toilet paper holder. This dog, though, any sound, it's awful. It's awful. Which is going to be super fun. So I guarantee, apologies in advance for how many times during the Merry Morning Show this dog decides to interrupt us with 10 minutes of barking, because it will happen. How long am I here? I am here until the week of Christmas. So we leave here the weekend before. What is the date of that? If all goes according to plan, we will leave here the 18th, and we will arrive in Illinois at my grandfather's house on the 19th. And we will be spending that week in Illinois, hanging out with Alice and my family. And I'm going to get my hair done for the first time this year. I got a haircut during the summer, but I'm going to get my hair dyed by my girl, Jackie. And we will do Christmas Eve, we will do Christmas Day. And unfortunately, due to the timing of the calendar, we will be heading back to Minnesota the day after Christmas. Because that's Sunday, right? And my husband works on Monday. So we're just going to pack it up and we're going to go home, and that'll be that. And then so we will be home for the 27th. Yep. Monday the 27th. It'll be back to normal, except there's the whole, New Year's, but I'll be home for New Year's, which I have a love-hate relationship with. Not for the lack of celebration. My husband and I can ring in the new year on our own. No big deal. But we'll be home for The new year, which means like goals. You know how this past year, like we were in Florida until the beginning of April, which was great. We missed all of winter and it was awesome, but it always felt like I was behind because I just don't have the same level of focus here that I do at home. When my husband's working in his office and I'm working in mine and I'm just at my house and I can do what I want and like it's different. It's different to have all of my filming stuff and like I brought my filming stuff last year, but it's just not the same. So I felt like even though I did plenty while I was here and I worked as best as I could, I felt like I missed part of the year. Like all of a sudden 2021 was half over and I'm like, how did that even happen? I feel so behind. This year, while I will be miserable in my freezing cold Minnesota home, I will at least be like we start the year there, which will be good. Which will be good for goals and work and all of that thing and just being focused and everything. I think this could be our new drinking game take a drink every time Gracie interrupts the morning show. The dog though. So love-hate relationship with that, but I will in a vlog or maybe tomorrow. I will have to tell you guys, I've got the best pair of sweatpants. How long is the Merry Morning Show? The Merry Morning Show is going to run while I'm in Florida. So it's just going to be for the next 3 weeks, I think I determined it was. 3 weeks, yep. So Merry Morning Show is going to happen. Oh, this week is the first week of December. Holy moly. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Oh, I have a massage on the 9th, but that's at 1 o'clock. Okay. 3 weeks, Monday through Friday. Sometime between the hour of 9 and 10 is when it's going to start. Depending on how quickly I can get my rear in gear and get my workout done. I have been sleeping hard. I figured out the magic, y'all. The magic potion that makes me fall asleep fast and keeps me asleep is 1, My Soul CBD Dream Capsule plus 1 Soul CBD Sleepy Gummy. Yep. Which helps me sleep a lot better. I actually haven't even checked my Aura Ring to see. Oh, there's motion in my front door. That can't be good. I have to see what is my readiness score today. 88. Y'all, I managed to get a crown. Heck yeah, 91 on sleep. 88. Aim high. My readiness is getting better by the day. Finally. It's because I've started taking both of those stupid things and I'm actually sleeping through the night. But getting up is a little bit challenging. It takes me a while to get rid of the sleep inertia. But I'm good now. So that's the goal, sometime between 9 and 10. And my goal will be to post about it a couple minutes before I go live. So if I know that it's not happening till 10, I'll post about it and be like happening at 10. So once I know in the morning what the plan is, I'll let y'all know. I'm willing to give away a Starbucks gift card each week if you can keep up with the attendees, enter them into a drawing, announce a winner on Friday for the next 3 weeks. So 1 winner per week. Oh, Jay, that sounds fabulous. Let's talk. I'm going to my dad's Wednesday, which also means the dog cuddles. That dog, though, I just want to squish her little face so much, her big face. I'm also excited to be home for Christmas and the New Year. Yeah, there's something about it that's just lovely. Oh, Jordan, that'll be fun. Give people a little bit extra coffee. Oh, the coffee. I need more coffee. What is it about we've got the holiday blend going. Fun fact, y'all. Fun fact. The dog reels. Oh, I love dog reels. Dog reels, if you haven't noticed, have been the only reels I've been posting. Because the dog sound effects are just so funny that I'm like, well, let me see. But the problem is all of the dog things I have tried, or I have tried some and tried to film them, but the reactions are terrible. So, y'all are on TikTok or Reels or whatever, and you see like the dog specific things. Kiss your dog on the head and wait for their reaction. Play this sound for your dog and see if they react. If your dog reacts to this sound, they would save a hurt puppy. All of that. I have tried all of them with Gracie. You guys saw how the one with the goofy sound went, where it's like the dude, dude, dude. She literally just walked away. Could not care less. I have played the crying to puppy sound for her. Do you know what she did? She looked at it and walked away. My dog would not help a sad puppy. And what was the other one? Oh, the taps. See how many taps your dog does until it gets mad, and it's a song. The ding 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 dee 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 dee. It's the "Do Your Ears Hang Low" song. I'm literally sitting there tapping her, and she's just like, "Really, really?" No funny reaction, no nothing. And then what was the other one? Kiss your dog on the head. No fun reaction. Um, my dog is so boring. She is not, for as cute as she does not make TikTok and Reels worthy content, which is real unfortunate because everybody loves her. It's lame. So I hope your dog does more exciting things than my dog does because she doesn't. I will text you after this, Jordan. And then I got to get 6:45ing. 6:45ing. So, what is with them? Oh, I wonder if the yard people are there. Today is the last day. If you buy a $20 Starbucks gift card, you get a $5 free one. Wait. Also, hi, Michaela. I didn't know you were here. And yet she freaks out when toilet paper is used. Y'all, I cannot with my dog. It's dumb. She has the weirdest isms I've ever seen. Ever. Ever. So 10 o'clock, y'all. Let's go ahead and pull some intentional action ideas for the day. First, faith. Here is our intentional action item for the day. Who has been influential in your faith life over the years? How have they shaped it? Write down a few thoughts. So there's that one. How do I have these formatted? There we go. I have to make sure that I'm pulling them from the same side every day. That is her head keeps tilting back and forth. Gracie doesn't even do the cute head tilt. Here is our wellness one for the day. Soul. It is for the soul, ladies and gentlemen. Notice the times you feel most discontent today. Where are the areas in your life where you most often find yourself succumbing to the comparison trap? Find the root of your discontentment and begin to remove the weeds. That is very interesting, actually, because discontentment can show itself in so many different ways, and it's a strong thing. Like, your discontentment can tell you a lot about what you need to work on, whether it's literally like actively taking actions to become less discontent about that thing, or do you have to look inside because the discontentment is not necessarily something that you should be feeling, so it's a heart issue. Either way, it's a really great thing to stop and assess, which is also really important when we're getting ready to do our goal planning, right? Because how many of you, my Powersheets friends, how many of you are doing Cultivate Your Year live? Or are we all kind of on our own this year? I am not doing Cultivate Your Year live. I am doing it at my own pace, and I will have it done, like I said, by the end of the week, which I think Cultivate Your Year live will not have even happened yet by the time I'm hopefully finished with my Powersheets for the year. But I'm just curious. I did one where she had pulled the covers off and was lying on them. Aw. You are Alyssa. Okay, so we will reconvene after Cultivate Your live to talk a little bit more about goals and what we've set for the year. But yeah, okay, friends. Do we have any last minute things? Sorry, I have that feeling like I have to burp, but I don't. And it's very very strange. I was going to tell you that if you're doing this at 10 next Monday, I won't be around. Okay, because that's when Cultivate Your Year live is. Does it start at 10 o'clock on Monday? Is that the date? Because then I can make it a point to go live earlier. And then y'all can hang out with me for a little bit and then go do your Cultivate Your Year live and have a great day. So send me a message with that schedule just so I know, because I'm going to be working on the December calendar today. So starts at 10 a.m. on Monday. Okay, cool. So I will go live at 9 a.m. on Monday. That'll be very helpful to know. I'm not doing it. I don't think it was a good deal last year. Yeah, like, it was fine for me, and this is my personal opinion. It doesn't take away from anybody else's experience, but like, it was fine. And I would go if it was free. But since I'm not gonna pay for a ticket for it, when I'm like, I could do this on my own time when I'm feeling so moved to do it, rather than when I feel like I need to do it. And I don't know, it was fine to do once, but I don't need to do it every year. That's my personal opinion. But all right, friends, I'm gonna let you all go. I will see you again tomorrow. And yeah, okay. Have a wonderful day. If you need me for anything, you know how to get a hold of me. I will see my patrons tonight for our goal setting Zoom chat, and I will talk to the rest of you tomorrow morning.